Hello Collective and welcome to the channel. This is a channel that we're very brutally honest and there are a lot of trigger warnings throughout the video. We will probably talk about very intense topics because this is kind of like a second part to the storm warning reading. So let's backtrack a bit if you haven't seen that video. I was gifted this Peter Seed stone, which is kind of like hawk's eye with orange specks, and it has different facets, so it's not just like a normal blue tiger's eye or a hawk's eye, but it's like very special and very dragon-like. I'm calling it my storm dragon. And I also got this beautiful turquoise fluorite, and yesterday I got this card for reading I did for this precise stone, the first one, the stormy dragony one. And I pulled all of my oracle cards, like why has this stone entered my life, right? And I got this card from a very special deck with the number 34. And I also paired with the card, I paired the 3 minerals, and the third one is selenite. So we will be using the energies of all these 3 minerals throughout the reading, but I haven't read what this card means, because I like to, get decks, obtain decks, and just not read the book and not look at the cards and let them fall out as they do through life, right? So this card is about compassion and a shift of perception. This is a Lyran Syrian feline hybrid, which is interesting because I called him a Lyran friend because I started a video and then just fucked it up. So now that I have failed miserably while trying to film this video and starting again, this is already a good prenotation to what's been going on in the collective and within my life as well, because I'm part of the collective, right? You are my collective. So if you're joining this frequency, this reading, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hype if it's possible, and do all the cool stuff. Check the description box for any information related to personal readings or donating to the channel. So thank you for that. If you're doing that, it is sincerely coming from the bottom of my heart, because this is exactly what I want to do. And, dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And I like dressing in cozy shit and also uncomfortable stuff sometimes. But nevertheless, let's get to the uncomfortable parts of this shift of perception. So this Lyran friend is a feline hybrid, right? From Lyra, which is a constellation of, it's in the constellation of Vega or Lyra. I don't know exactly. Don't quote me on shit, please. But it's a constellation from which the supposed planet of Lyra was located at. It's where Vega is, if you look at the astronomical charts, projecting, the star systems. And then there's also Sirius, so another constellation from which light workers come, which are Lyran, Sirians, Orions, and so forth. So this is a hybrid, as are you, collective. And I'm going to address this as we, because this stone hasn't just entered my life, it has also entered your life to, we had the storm warning, now this is a part 2. We're gonna go quite deep. And I saw 444 on the timer when I said that. So listen closely. I will read to you from the book. Dear brothers and sisters, soul families, I'm so happy to be greeting you here, as I feel our excitement beaming through. I am Karra, a hybrid of Lyran feline and blue being of Sirius. I dance between the stars of Lyra and Sirius. Come and dance with me. Let me take your hand, and we can fly through space and time. You are like me. Look into my eyes, and you shall see yourself. Tenderness, joy, love, compassion, forgiveness, and passion. Dear one, allow your perceptions to shift and flow along constant change of universe. See the world beyond prejudices, judgments, jealousy, and separation. Let yourself perceive yourself and the world through compassion and through lenses of unity, wonder, curiosity, joy, and excitement. Even though you have doubts in what your heart truly desires, know, dear friend, that nothing is more powerful than compassion and love within your heart. A gift from the Creator has been placed upon your heart ever since the beginning of existence. Your heart is like a key to unite and expand your views of the world. Let me guide you into purifying your mental realm, aligning it with your heart. Hold my image on your heart and visualize it in your mind. See the fire of my third eye purifying yours. Let go of the judgments you have towards yourself and others. Anything that comes up, give it big hugs and let it go into space and stars. Aru Mari, Eirei Yahara, Mura Muri, Niye Titara, Hari Harura. Ask for your eternal light to beam into old ideas. Transmute them away. Then love beaming out from your heart into your awareness. Within this space, manifest. What would you love to do or create? Draw the universe with your dreams. Paint it with love and weave this into your reality. Irai wa irai. Believe in your passion. Believe in yourself. Karra, a tall blue feline hybrid of Lyra and Sirius, come to you with love and excitement of this connection. Her eyes beam with authenticity, joy, tenderness, love, and compassion. She is your reflection, and these qualities are transmitting out through you as well. She is here to remind you of shifting and flowing in perceptions as you move on with your spiritual path. How you perceive the world changes and shifts according to your heart and soul resonance. Thus, do not hold on to any grudges or ideas and allow your perception to flow. Allow yourself to see the world, including your own self, with new lenses. Lenses of love, compassion, and unity. This enable you to create and be in reality which aligns with your heart. So, sorry about that, guys. It was a strong transmission. The messages are offer compassion to yourself and others. Let go of any thoughts or ideas that are holding you back from unity and love. Shift and change of thoughts and ideas you have towards yourself and others. Do not hold on to any ideas. Allow your perceptions to constantly flow and shift towards the heart and soul resonance. The state of being compassionate assists you greatly in shifting thoughts and perceptions on your ascension path. Seeing yourself and the world through eyes of love, compassion, and wonder, much like a child stepping into a new world every day. Remember your connection with the Lyran and Syrian feline beings. So much joy and strength you hold within you. So the star connections are Sirius and Lyra. Keywords are offer compassion, unity, love, shift of perceptions. Let go of any thoughts or ideas that no longer serves or align with your heart. Allow your perceptions to flow. Okay. It was a wild one, wasn't it? I'm just going to place these stones on this feline to kind of keep connecting to the energy and set it aside. I'm going to take a short little break just to recalibrate, and I'll come back to you. Okay. I already know this is going to be a funky reading. I trust myself. I know my heart. This is just a makeshift deck. You know, before I had a job, I had to make my own cards to have them. We have conflict coming out. Okay, this is just going to be like a part 2 of the transmission. We're gonna do like an oracle reading on this Lyran friend coming in to help us, to assist us at this time. We have creation. We have no one knows my soul as well as I do. I give myself permission to walk my own path and follow my own heart. Okay, so I guess there was a lot of conflict created in your heart space. That's why the Lyrans and the Sirians, I mean the hybrid of these two star systems are coming in. I allow myself to be seen and heard. The world needs my truth. So collective, the world needs your truth. That's why we have this transmission going on. It's not just a storm warning of cleansing the energies and shifting to a new paradigm of thought and consciousness and your new life, the one you always wanted to live. But this is your truth. This is your heart speaking on such a high frequency level where it's kind of your higher self coming down, which is you being this hybrid. You are the Lyran Syrian hybrid. So if you want extra information or confirmation, just go into your browser and put in Lyra spiritual meaning, or, you know, just to get a kind of like what was their mission. So I'm seeing a lot of Lemurian quartz as well. So you could highly connect to having a soul particle, like at least one, where you were having a past life as a feline, as a Khajiit. So to all my gamers out there, I will be using Skyrim, I mean Elder Scrolls references, because I figured out that a lot of games and movies and series are leaving these soul fragments around for us to discover, right? So it's just a side note, I've always been interested in dragons, right? So this being a dragon stormy stone, and the meaning that we read about the stone in that storm warning reading I made, it just reminds me of, you know, before I even got into tarot and trying to understand my own astrology and stuff, I was playing these games as an escape into this wonder world where there's auroras and different planets and constellations that you could just stare up at the sky because it's an open world game. So collective, your life is becoming your own programmable MMORPG. For those that don't know what an MMORPG is, put it in the browser. We don't have time. It's going to be a fast, or at least I'll try it to be a fast transmission. We have rotate. Okay, let's rotate the deck. I'm going to intuitively pick a deck. Okay, we got the animals, which is interesting because I rarely use this deck. You haven't seen it on the channel probably. Maybe it's in the old pick a cards, but it's another feline friend. So this is the animal tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Kaylee something. Kaylee with a GH. So we're going to use this deck. It's a tarot oracle. So for my tarot lovers and my animal lovers. This is going to bring us in animal spirit transmissions, but also Lyran transmissions. So yeah, it's this soul particle of feline, right? You could be, if you're a woman, you could be doing like cat eye eyeliner, or that's how you feel your eyes are most accentuated, even if you don't know how to do eyeliner, or you kind of have certain feline features, or you have been called you have certain feline qualities like hyper independence and sorry about that. Okay, we have a card turning around on my lap. It's the Three of Autumn with the miniature poodle dog, which is half of my Aishika. Rest in peace, lovely girl. So this miniature poodle is saying, it's the Three of Pentacles, so let me show you the card. Your most satisfying and profitable career comes from following your passions, listening to your heart, and doing what brings you joy. Your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine forth out into the world. I mean, I cannot make this shit up. It just, that's how it comes out. And we're putting it beneath a conflict card. I think this is a mix of two oracles, but I can't remember which one. But I think the one where we have conflict and creation and rotate from is from a twin flame oracle from Mystic Moon, or at least she uses them. It's 2018 era for my tarot readers. What a flashback, throwback, right? So this is going to be a reading for those that are on a spiritual path calling, and this is for those that are, you know, trying to explore their deepest parts. So, you know, without connecting to one of the three most important centers, which is the heart, we cannot truly get onto our path. So what does your heart truly desire is what I'm hearing. The spirit is asking you personally, and it's going to be different for a lot of you, because you could just be watching this to hear something different in the tarot community. But, you know, we're gonna get weird on this channel. Okay, I'm being stopped here. Let's check it. Okay, we got... I'll just leave the deck as I split it, because this card turned around, but it's the second card. So I'll read you the first one. It's the Two of Autumn with the Abyssinian cat. I don't know how to correct my pronunciation in the comments. Boost the algorithm. So it says it's a Lyran friend. So we have a kitty coming out with like big blue eyes. So the Two of Coins, or the Two of Pentacles, or Two of Autumn in this deck is that it's usually juggling energy. So because we are talking about you having a conflict on how to start, where to start, what to start, when it comes to the creations from your heart, the way you want to live your life, the things, the job you want to have, whatever it is, right? What's been creating is this. I'm getting a lot at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. So this cat is eyeing these two yarns, and it has kind of like a scared look to it. Like, you know, it's not just like side-eyeing, but it's as if it never seen this yarn before. So there's this energy coming in where you, collective, might have not seen this thread of consciousness before. And I'm seeing, for a part of collective, it entering as a big breakthrough and it uplifts you to another plane of consciousness. And for the other part of the collective, it's kind of making you scared to do it, or you're still in this playful yet scared position where it's hard for you to fully express your being through your creation. Yeah, it's coming under creation. So it says, you may be under stress because of multiple jobs or too many responsibilities for one person to manage. It's important to balance your work and personal life and bring a spirit of fun to all you do. So as you are choosing, or as you are transitioning from your 9 to 5 or your 12-hour job to something that's more creative, something that fulfills your soul, something of a totally different spectrum that you have been working on till now, it's making you scared to take that leap of faith. You know, it's a big step, it's a big risk to have your energy pulled into these two polarities, because I'm seeing in my mind's eye this card, like I'm looking around, but I'm seeing this pop out, like these yarns popping out as being two completely different colors. And one is orange, which the cat is entangled with, which could also be a relationship that you have karmic entanglements with still, or attachments from that relationship that is making you scared. Like these people have frightened you to a point where you're gonna be nothing without me type of energy, or you're worthless, or whatever they have been saying or making you feel. And you've been eyeing with this fear this other ball of yarn, which is turquoise in color. I don't know if the color transmission is getting off well on the camera, but it reminded me of the turquoise fluorite, because fluorites usually come in green and purple, but this one is blue-green. Like it's literally, I will switch the color on the ring light just for you to see, but it's like, it's actually blue-green. Yeah, I'm warm tones, so I'm using warm tones. So it's like this cat is switching, yeah, but it's also like this storm warning coming in, as this Peter seed has orange specks inside. It's like, you know, you have been pushed through the mud, through the storm. You've been in a hurricane, even if it's just in mind. It could have been a physical hurricane. You could have been thrown around the room, literally, right? And it's this thread from the past, and it's orange, which is sacral. It's blocking your creativity because you're entangled with it, and it's around this cat's crown. It's kind of crossing the head, so it's, you know, this thing you're trying to get away from, it's still on your mind. It's still kind of, you know, making this kitty look at the other thing with fear. And that's something that you're transmuting, and it's something you haven't yet been entangled with, because this turquoise yarn is not even touching the cat, right? So that's something that is currently being created for you. I will just put this fluorite on the turquoise so that the Lyrans can find that chip of fear programmed into you and connect you to your turquoise space. So turquoise space for me is the in-between chakras of the heart and the throat, right? The green and the blue. So this turquoise is right here, which I think in the beginning of the video I was like scratching my neck. So it's about expressing with communication from your heart. That's the morph of that's the between space of the chakras that you are being pushed to express, because that's something that will open up every floodgate of everything you have ever wanted. Next card, we have Princess of Summer, which is like the Page of Cups. It has keywords. It says sensitive, kind, open-hearted, inexperienced. So because it's about communication from the heart, or communicating about the heart as well, like healing through communication while talking about heart matters, I'm being pointed to the fish jumping out of the water mostly, and that's a very lucky omen, right? It's fish is... This Kim Kranz book is so useful just for... I wish it had more animals. So yeah, it's this adaptability and traveling well, but it's also the roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually leads to wariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. Set a small goal and accomplish it. Okay, so usually the fish is very lucky, but not when it just comes to fish, right? But this, it's like the energy push for you to not be perfectionistic, but to, for instance, I'll just do an example. You want to do tarot readings, start small, right? Don't be perfectionistic about how everything looks, because you're going to figure it out as you go. Like if you look at my past videos, I used to film just my table, and some people like seeing cards, then, you know, YouTube stuff changes, and then, you know, everything with nudity as being, you know, kind of out of algorithm, and so on and so forth. So, you know, you're going to discover many things through exploring how to do your tarot readings, how to film, which angle, which lighting, which phone, which device, that camera, that mic, this software program, of will I edit, will I just climb the cringe mountain as we go, and you can see all of my mistakes, which is what I do. I've used to edit, and now I am fighting perfectionism with, okay, this is the transmission, this is me, right? This is who I am when I'm trying to explain something and I'm being blocked in my karmic pools, and, you know, everything that I have to transmute while showing you how to transmute it. So even though you might be inexperienced in the niche that you do, you still have a lot of knowledge, you still have a lot of experience, you have a lot of stories to tell, you have a lot of everything, like the material it's like I'm seeing like a storage space with every material. Like you have tile, you have paint, you have rollers, you have everything stocked up to start and finish, and your goals are being set in the lower timeline, which is, I want to do it like this, and I want it to be as perfect. So you're thinking about the thumbnail, the positioning of the camera, and it's when you have to get to it and do it, the energy is a goal that is on a shelf that you now cannot reach, because in the meantime you have made yourself small in energy, and now your perfectionism is holding you back. And it's like this gravity pool of energy where each and every little people-pleasing thing that you used to do is now being transmuted, and your spiritual spine is being extended so you can reach for that smaller goal and gain experience through it, whatever it is. So as you stay kind, as you stay sensitive to giving and receiving, and as you stay open-hearted, the deer comes in with a fucking tiara saying you can expect to kindle a new romantic relationship or close platonic friendship. You may suddenly receive an emotional message from someone or be invited to a social event. And that goes beneath the no one knows my soul as well as I do. I give myself permission to walk my own path and follow my own heart. So as you are following your open heart, and as it may feel like open heart surgery while you're doing it, you're pushing yourself into these environments to meet new people, to meet new energies, and to use your discernment that you have gained from your past relationships and your past friendships and everybody that you have left behind. Because as I cut the deck, and 30-30 on the timer, we got the strength card with the lion and the lamb, and the lion has Ivanshchice, we call them in my country. It's like big, it's the large daisies. And there's a butterfly, and there's a new moon, and there's an infinity symbol, and there's a mountain in the back, and the tree is bearing fruit. And this is another Lyran friend coming out as the strength card. And this being an 11, because, you know, some tarot cards, Oracle tarot decks, they have the 8 and the 11 switched. So was that 31, 13 on the timer? Lol. Okay, so those numbers could be significant. You can put them in the browser and write spiritual meaning, so you won't get like biblical meaning, but, you know, spirituality meaning. I found if I put spiritual meaning, I get the most precise results in searches. So we have this Lyran friend coming in as a lion, right? That's a pure Lyran. That's like the king of the planet that was destroyed by the negative forces back in the eons, right? So we are carrying as Lyran carriers, Lyran soul particle carriers, we carry this regalness, this royalty, this lion's mane of like aura. Like, I'm getting your crown and your third eye, your throat, to this heart space, all the way down to the solar plexus, is getting like your mane, you know, the mane of the lion is your protection armor. It's I'm seeing as if you have different, it's like your fur, this is gonna sound weird for those that don't know what I'm talking about, but your energetic fur and mane are your protectors here, and you're just leisuring because you know who you are, right? You're you're the king of your own jungle, you're the king of the street, you're the king of the book, you're the queen of everything, right? You're everything because you know who you are. You know how royal you used to be in the past lives. You know, as a remembrance, that deep inner remembrance, you know you used to reign places, the places that these people that are haunting you in these timelines in this life, you know, they used to destroy our planets, and we have a mission here. And that's why the hybrid came to help us, because we need to understand that we ourselves are hybrids. We're not just I'm a light worker. Okay, then what, right? What do you do with the light? And as we tap into different light particles of different systems, solar systems and star systems, different galaxies, like that, the universe is so vast, and the thing that we can see is not even a particle of it. We don't know. But we can help. We can help with light. We can preserve this planet, right? Because we came to save it. We came to lift the vibration of the heart and get you to help us. This is a dire call for you to join the ride, to join now, to start today. Even if you don't post a video, even if you don't master the sound, whatever it is that you're doing, if you leave the white spaces of your painting, you're still having half a painting, right? 34 on the timer. You have to start today just to cringe yourself out and listen to your voice. Look at your face, right? Set up a mirror and start loving it, and start whispering love to it, because that's how you recall all of your grid, different dimensions of yourself through the grid. It's being recalled to this moment, and you can come forth with not just one Lyran, but 2 Lyrans, 3 Lyrans, 4 Lyrans. When should I stop? And you've seen that this deck doesn't just have cats inside, but it has cats on certain positions where our cat-like qualities, which, cat spiritual meaning, our cat qualities are being triggered through different energy variations, which is by using tarot decks and the Tree of Life, we are traversing through elementals and energies. As this Queen of Winter comes out with the leopard, being experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny, just like me. I'm joking, but you know what I mean. Like, I would have cringed myself out if I haven't been doing this for 2 months almost straight, and also resting when I felt like resting, and posting when I felt like posting, and cringing myself out, and sometimes not even listening to what I said and just posting it and forgetting what the hell I was talking about, and not even knowing how to title a video. So it's there for you. If it's popping up on your algorithm, then it's probably for you, because I usually, tag the videos in a specific way, but it's like, this is it, man. This is it, girl. You're experienced, you're self-sufficient, you're brilliant, strong, funny, like gorgeous. And this leopard is wearing a crown. You went from effing tiara and a fish of being lost in relationships, right? To being the queen of your jungle and the king of your jungle. Like, this is a message for both the divine masculine and divine feminine. But that's a storyline for another time. Thank you for the masculine transmission. We will leave that out. So this leopard is lounging on this huge chunk of tree with a crown, and it has some jewels. It looks like, I would say it's morganite or rubies and sapphire or turquoise, because the coloring is not that good, but it looks more like morganite and turquoise. So those stones could be significant in your spiritual travels. So let's read the cards. I'm getting so excited, guys. We have the Messiah lion and the lamb. Masai lion. I don't know. Correct me, please. True strength is displayed through kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. Bruh. You have tremendous personal power and courage. And it goes underneath the, I allow myself to be seen and heard. The world needs my truth. The world needs your rulership, my dear Lyran and Syrian and Lemurian friends. And the Queen of Winter, this leopard, she's saying, all your life experiences have prepared you for this moment of truth. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. And this is where the selenite comes in. And also it goes underneath the card, rotate. Sorry. So we are rotating from thinking that we are inexperienced towards knowing that we are self-sufficient, and we are able to do it. Okay, let's do just a few energetic confirmations from this The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Kranz, from which we have read about the fish earlier, just to kind of finish off this transmission. I don't want to go yet, guys. This is fun. If you like this reading, don't forget to give it a like. Oh my god, we have the Black Egg coming out. Jesus Christ! Isma. You know the drill. So the black egg is a spirit card, an ether card from this deck by Kim Kranz. And it's a throat chakra card. And then we have the bee, the golden egg, and the elk. So we have this energy coming out. And let's just say it like this. I've had this deck for quite some time and I still don't know a lot about it because, as I said, I don't look at the books and the cards unless I need to. The golden egg is actually representing the heart chakra, and this elk is looking at it, and I know the elk represents this father-like energy. So you could either be a father, or you could either be transmuting father energy in your life, or you could just be stepping into your masculine here with the antlers burning up. Like, look at this coloring. It's just beautiful. Don't look at my nails. They're wretched as fuck. But it's an earth element with this kind of an eclipse energy, like solar eclipse. But it's the antlers and this either moon or sun, this balancing of the, probably sun, because it's the masculine energy, but you know, it's burning up in these golden yellowish and orangey reddish tones, which is your bottom chakras being highlighted here. And the bee coming out is not just the season that of spring and pollination and all of that. It's you are centering your work. This is hard work, and it's like I'm getting Bond movie with this now that I look at it. You know those old Bond movies where it was like through a lens and it was like, shh, this is you. Like they could make a Bond movie, or the Bond movies could resonate with you, or you could be stepping into this energy where you are kind of like the Bond, a James Bond of your life, or the Bond girl. Yeah, it's like you are like this assassin as soon as you step into your heart. And mind you, this egg is nested and it has sacred geometry on it. And it's interesting, sacred geometry, because it's not something we have seen quite often before, unless you have seen this deck, right? But it's also giving me solar plexus just because of the coloring. And this is where we said earlier that the solar plexus is kind of where your main ends, right? But this is where the energy begins. So you are also taking that masculine assertive action when it comes to your root activation and sacral activation and solar plexus activation. So I'm getting you used to be quite unconfident or insecure maybe, or one of those where fear was holding you back, and or somebody was affecting your solar plexus, and now you're just kind of morphing these chakras together, just, you know, strengthening your spine, your energetic chakra spine. It's like these colors are aligning, they're being, you know, you are getting a different posture because of it as well. Because you're stepping, as soon as you step into your calling of working for the things that fill up your heart, your crown will be on fire, especially if you do spiritual shit. Like, this is where your DNA is being activated, especially if you're feeling like crown activations, like head tingles. That's that energy being transmitted to you. And the spirit is saying that you are the bond of your life. And also, this is how your angels are looking at you. Like, they have you in focus all the time. And I don't know why I'm like up to the camera now, but this is how you're going to be observing what and how you're gonna do things next. Like, you're leveling up your A game to an S game, like S tier, S+++ for my gamers out there. But it's like you are being S tier worker. especially if you're a light worker. If you do something with art, music, energy, just anything that can touch a heart, that's what you're doing. You're touching your own heart, and you're exploring the things that were kind of buried deep within as you were processing these harsh relationships, especially if you didn't have a father present in your life. Even I'm getting a storyline of your father could be around, but he just never reached out. That's how you got your crown blocked, and now it's opening up. Maybe especially if they have I'm sorry about that, but if they have passed away, that's when your ascension started. It's like when the soul passed over, it got cleared of certain 3D bondages, right? So that the light was released from this, the soul was released into the ethers, and they may have stayed around as a helper or a guide through your relationships, especially if it's a father and you're a woman, a female, whatever you are, just, you know, you get it. If that's the transmission of daddy's little girl and you could never be that, then maybe as you have transmuted, if this person is still alive, or if they're not, the energy has transmuted as they left to the spirit world. I'm seeing that their karma isn't necessarily cleared, but they are helping you and working with you, because now they see everything that you have had to go through because of them and without them. Like, that's the things that you had to go through alone. You could have been quite self-raised, or you could have, you know, felt like you had to grow up a bit too soon. Like, maybe it's the similar storyline as it is with my father, where he didn't care if I was born or not. And he also, you know, once he got a son, that was it for him. And then they had me, and I was an almost abortion, right? So I felt that transmission when he passed one day after me and my brother's birthday, which is on the same day. Was his soul kind of waiting for that clock to turn, just so we wouldn't share it in that sense. His soul knew how and when to go. And I always said, and a lot of people thought this was kind of harsh, but I said that it's better for him to be unalive than to be alive and suffering, because the last time I saw him, he was rummaging through trash, probably looking for food, and I didn't have €1 on me to take him to get something to eat, right? And then I didn't see him for a while, and it's just been hard, because yes, he was around, but until he passed, I couldn't get to him, like energetically, you know. There was nothing I could do, and the universe made sure that there was nothing I could do, because after his passing, I didn't feel that, because I was never connected to him that he passed. But I realized, well, I learned in September of that year, so I didn't know from the end of March to almost the end of September that he was gone. But then when I started integrating that, yeah, there's no chance of us reconciling, I started reconciling with the fact that he can now see and feel and live through me when I'm going out into the nature, when I'm enjoying really good food. And that also happened when I was asking my mom, like, what did he enjoy doing besides alcoholism? And yes, it was funny. It's always, people always laugh when I say that, but that's just the reality. And, you know, as some people forget what his soul wanted to do instead, which is be free in nature, work with wood, work with animals, and be creative. He was a really great drawer, like realistic stuff. He drew birds and stuff. And he had all these markers that were running out of ink, because, you know, that's just the way it was back in the day. And it's like there are these soul particles within you, collective, that, and me, right? We have these genes, physical and astral genes, that we have inherited. We have karma that we have inherited from our fathers, from our mothers, and we are cycle breakers. We are hybrids of this lineage and that lineage. We are our own knot of trying to solve and come to peace with itself, peace at heart, peace in mind, peace in womb. It's just the fact that some things can never be communicated as, when you want them to be. Goes the same with relationships and friendships and work situations and so forth. Just the matrix, right? There are going to be entities and enemies and whatnots trying to get to your heart, especially when you are healed or when you are healing. When you are rising in your frequency, that's when enemies come in to the light in your energy, to try to keep you stuck and afraid and insecure, like you will never drop that music, like watch me do it, bitch. Or you will never put out that tarot reading. Well, it might not be this month, but listen closely, Shaniqua, Keisha, and Sanya, like, y'all can fuck off. I'll do it in my own timing, and that's going to be divine timing, because that's how things happen. It's not, they don't happen when we want them to happen. They happen when we have no other way to live than to live from ourselves. It's like your body will never let you thrive in situations that aren't for you, that aren't for the greatest good of your heart. And that's just another extra side note to look at this beautiful animal and look at the tears. Every tear way on this feline has brought infinite wisdom. It's like I'm seeing these tears as canyons of where rivers have flown. You have shed Niagara Falls of emotion. You have cried through envy, fear, jealousy, anger, every single fucking emotion you have cried through, and you have transmuted, and now you have a switch. It's like people are gonna think you're narcissistic, baby, but you have a switch for people, and it's keeping you safe. And I'm really sorry, I don't want to offend anybody when I like kind of tap into characters and use dialects or ways of pronouncing things. It's just like there is this force, like I don't want to offend no Shaniquas or Keishas or Sonyas, okay? I love everybody. We are all bloody and royal underneath. Just a side note. I really am not here to offend anybody. It's just the way I express myself. I'm sorry. But yeah, this feline, this hybrid, has infinite wisdom. And your third eye chakra is rotating so fast. Oh no, I mixed the cards. Yeah, there's a portal opening up and it's on the tip of the nose. Like, I'm getting like you are so, like people are so transparent to you. You could do this in your mind or in your head a lot. Like you could be just so, like you're opening portals as you're observing people. And you're just like, cap, noted. That's what I'm getting. And you might have really beautiful eyes. Like there are universes in your eyes, collective. Wow. And yeah, like everything you have done, you did it out of love. everything. Yeah, you are uncovering certain crown aspects, crown chakra aspects that you haven't discovered before, because I'm being pointed to this purple, which is just what our brain does with red and blue, but you are ultraviolet. You could be around the age of 34, or when you turn 34, or when you turn 34, something significant is happening or has happened. If you are below 34, I'm hearing that you won't believe me if I predicted it right now, that by the age of 34, everything will be in its place. And if you are above 34, I'm getting that your relationships are getting a boost, because that's the number 7, and I'm getting that your 7th house is being highlighted very much prominently, like this Libran energy of just wanting everybody to enjoy the next person. It's this celebratory energy of like picnics on the sun with the family, like it's everything and then some. Like you're gonna have so much fun enjoying bonfires and food and the grill. I'm seeing it's just these happy moments that you don't see coming in just yet, because you have been highly isolated. Yeah, you should come with a storm warning. Okay, yeah, that's it. The transmission has ended collective at 5656, so that could also be a significant angel number for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, share if you think that somebody might enjoy this, or just keep it for yourself in a playlist, and you know, give it another listen when you're 34 or when you step into a new relationship. I love you so much. Bye guys.